Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to discuss self-talk. And Neville Goddard always talks about how important it is to know how you're speaking to yourself. He mentioned that the best way to speak to yourself is in a way of persuasion. You can't bully yourself, nothing, because it just doesn't work. Almost quite like seduction. That's how one should speak to themselves. And here's my example. For me, sometimes I know my biggest worry usually is money. And so if I have to go anywhere or buy anything, or I'm just doing something random, like I was washing the dishes and I just had this thought. And I stopped myself when I got that thought and I said, "Oh, but Angela, I know you were just doing what I programmed you to do. I used to worry about money all the time, and you just made it more efficient for me to worry. But that's okay. We don't need to worry about money anymore because we're financially secure now, so we don't have to worry." That's how I spoke to myself, because that's my personality. And so every time a particular thought would come up that I just was trying to change that state, because they do tend to rear themselves and they come up, right? And that's how I would talk to myself. I would say, "Hey, I know we used to do it that way, didn't we? But we don't have to anymore. We don't do that anymore. Here's what we do now." And that's how I talk to myself. Neville says, if your mind wanders, bring it back every single time to the goal that you have. So there's no sense in browbeating yourself. And this is how we do it all the time. "Oh, God, I'm such a loser. I'm so stupid." That will get you nowhere. It is actually much more harmful to speak to yourself that way. Because people say, speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone else. Well, how would you speak to someone else? Are you going to yell at them? Oh, believe me, I can holler, let me tell you. The art of seduction, the art of persuasion, not in the worldly sense, but in the sense of being polite. How are we speaking to ourselves? Be gentle with ourselves. And truthfully, the reason why you should be gentle with yourself is because really, you're the one who taught yourself to do what you're doing now. That programming that we think is so hard to get away from, those habits, we taught those to ourselves because that's how the body works. It wants to make your life easier by streamlining a particular process for you. So when you come across a thought or a feeling that you do not want to have, gently guide yourself towards where you want to be. You simply acknowledge, "Oh, Angela, I know we used to think like that, didn't we? But we don't anymore. We don't have to. Here's how we think now, because we're secure in this particular thing now." And you know what that does? It soothes you. It really, truly does. And the interesting thing is, if you do that 5, 6, 7, 8 times, that thought or that thing or feeling that used to come up to really agitate you loses its edge. Try it and see if it works for you. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We're all on this journey together, so we may as well get to know each other better. Much love.